Opposition leader Diane Rwigara. Well, let's speak to Claude Gatebuke, Executive Director of the African Great Lakes Action Network, and someone who started the hashtag Free Diane Rwigara campaign. Welcome to the programme. First, that question. Do you think the court is independent now that it's cleared her?
Absolutely not. The court in Rwanda is not independent. It's ruled by the executive, by basically President Kagame makes decisions, especially for high-profile cases, for the court. Diane's case is not the first one. He also previously pronounced that Victoire Ingabire will be thrown in prison in 2010, a couple of months before a court decided that she should serve 8 years, which were in turn turned into 15 years.
A year ago, presumably, you were one of her supporters arguing that he was behind her arrest. Now you're arguing that he's behind her release.
He's not. This is not a voluntary release, by the way, by President Kagame. He has been pushed and compelled enforced to release her.
Well, what sort of pressure has been put on him, and by whom?
The donors. So we started a petition last year when Diane and her mother and her sister and her family were detained and no one knew their whereabouts. The initial intent of the petition was, show us where she is. It was maybe a week or two later, they produced her. And then they sent them to court, and we continued to petition the donors, including the United Kingdom, the United States, the European Union, and other members, including leaders of foreign affairs in various
All right, so you've been pushing for that. Just give us some evidence and proof that they spoke to Paul Kagame, or that they threatened this, that, or the other, or sanctions, or what have you.
I would point to the recent barrage of tweets by members of the U.S. government. For example, there were Representative Bonamici, Senator Ben Cardin, and others. There was a briefing in Congress yesterday, in U.S. Congress, and the U.S. is the largest donor to Rwanda at this time.
All right, and briefly, what next then for Diane Rwigara? Is she going to try and stand again? I guess elections are going to be quite a long way off. I don't know.
So it's 6 years from now is the next election. Cool. I'm not sure if she will, because she served a year in prison, which she should have never served. She should have never been arrested. She may not be eligible to run, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm hoping that she will run again in 2024 and continue to put pressure on
But she's going to stay in the
President
country
Kagame.
And carry on campaigning for her beliefs.
That's my hope.
All right. Well, thanks ever so much for talking to us. That's Claude Gatebuke.